Hey, beauty. Welcome. Come on in. This is the Daily Tap. I invite you to spend a moment with me to just take a break from your busy day and all those hectic thoughts in your mind and drop down into your body to feel some calm with EFT tapping, the emotional freedom technique, and an affirmation inspired by an oracle card. And as you may know, tapping is clinically proven to help you release your stress, relax your nervous system, help your body heal itself from emotional and physical pain, releasing all of that, and so much more. And speaking of pain, I'm coming to you today with that. I've just been helping a few people over yesterday. There was like one person after another in a state of overwhelm, feeling stuck and uncertain. And if there's anything we do know, we need to befriend uncertainty in these days. But there is a collective uncertainty, a collective overwhelm. And there's also pain, a lot of pain around loss or the possibility of loss, around physical illness and letting go, and all kinds of things happening for people. And as you know, this is a collective message. We set an intention that we will receive what we need to hear and to see. It's timeless. So whether you're here live, on the replay, or down the road, when it finds you, it was meant for you always. So I want you to just check in with yourself right now. And you can put your hand on your heart or somewhere else on your body that's comfortable. Sometimes we just feel good to rest our hands in our lap. Whatever works for you, just tune in and notice where there is any kind of stress hanging out in your body, because that's where we store it. That's where it's held for us. Just do a little scan from the top of your head, the bottom of your feet, all through your body. Where is there some tightness, restriction, discomfort, unease, aches and pains, congestion? Notice it and see just how intense it is. Where is it today? Is it pretty ramped up? 0 to 10, give it a number. When you get to that 10, we often say, oh no, it's 10 plus, it's over. We're really in an intense state, whatever it is. Just feel into it. And then notice as I show you the oracle deck and read the message for you, you get to see the card, of course. Feel into what happens in your body as you see it and as you hear it. There will be a word, a sentence, a phrase that resonates for you. And you can just take what you need and leave the rest. Just know that there's something there that you're meant to see and hear. Take responsibility for yourself, of course. Reach out if anything comes up for you and you need support. I'm here. In fact, that just happened with someone recently, and it was so cool that she did reach out. I want you to just notice. You may already be calming down. We haven't even started tapping. And know that when we tap, you will just be very, very, very easy. You don't have to know how to do it. Just follow me. We'll tap where I tap. Repeat what I say and see how you feel. So today's message is coming to you from the Inner Child Oracle from Amanda Lynn Aislin, I think. The inner child. So I specialize in the inner child because all of our younger selves are in us, and that part of us holds everything. Past wounds and traumas, big T traumas and little t traumas, right? It holds it all, and it's held near or sometimes in the chakras, those energy centers. So, whatever part of your body that you're feeling your stress, notice where that is because that's what needs attention. That's where that little inner child is. You might call it the shadow, you might call it your inner critic, you might call it something else, but know that it's always there sending you messages loud and clear. So let's take a look at what do we need to know today for the highest good of all. That was just the door behind me. Okay. Be still. Cultivate a space of stillness and silence. Just be. So take a look at this. Notice the image. Notice the colors. There's like a roiling sea and clouds and mist and a giant full moon, which we are still in the effects of the full moon. It always goes on for a few days, a couple of days before and a few days after, right? Be still. Be still. Cultivate a space of stillness and silence to just be. So let's see what that message says for us today. I think this is so important. If you can take moments to just be still, sometimes you have to steal yourself away and go in the bathroom or go to your car. But if you can get out and go for walks, if you can have those moments to be by yourself, go within, listen to the messages of your soul. The oracle cards, this is really what I love about this particular daily tap. It's affirmational tapping. It's not the deep work that we do in the coaching. But the tapping helps you stay grounded, bringing you out of the spinning thoughts in your mind. And the divination, oracle cards, or anything what other people might be using. So essential oils, crystals, all sorts of things. That is what helps you connect to your higher self, your soul. Inner child is in the lower self usually. And that part of us will shapeshift and go all the way up to the upper self as well. But the higher self, the soul, is your observer, that part of you that can see what's going on. So invite that part of you in. Invite your higher self to be welcome here today. Okay, so let me read this message. If you've noticed something about me, sometimes I ramble off and get off on a tangent. So we're back. Hand on heart and breathe. Breathe in. Feel your feet. Wiggle your toes. Feel your fingers. Breathe. Within stillness, there is an invitation of being. As we move throughout our day, we most often take the well-worn paths we walk each day without questioning their benefit to our lives, which can sometimes leave us feeling disconnected. Stillness can be a way to initiate connection with our senses and with our inner being. It is also helpful in connecting with our inner child, as sometimes we need stillness to hear the voice within. The awareness exercise. Reflect on the places, sounds, and environments that bring you a feeling of calm and safety. Do you go to the beach or to the mountains, to a stream, that peace and calm place that we all can bring up instantly? Once you have found your state of calm, put away all sources of stimulus and let yourself just be. That's when we have to silence our phones, put them in another room, right? Just try to focus on what is before you and what you might be feeling inside of you. You can also take a nap or let your body drift through the in-between space of wakefulness and dreams. Naps or quiet rest periods are also a good reset when you are feeling stressed or overwhelmed. If you feel unable to achieve stillness at this time, you can try this exercise instead. Moving at a very slow pace can be incredibly relaxing. First, reflect on how a sloth or any slow moving animal moves and hold this energy as you complete the exercise. Pick a physical task, any movement that you can complete in an almost comically slow fashion, such as walking, smelling a flower, touching a friend, or even washing the dishes. Whatever you do, try stretching the practice of this task for at least 5 to 10 minutes. The goal of this exercise is to help you feel safe, calm, and rested. So there's a responsive journaling prompt, which I highly recommend journaling. What feelings come up inside of you when you practice stillness? If they are negative feelings, ask yourself why this may be. And this can come up because it'll be resistance, because that part of you, the inner child, doesn't feel safe. We got to keep going. We were raised to always do and to always accomplish and to always keep going. There's always so much to do, right? So just feel into that. And can you give yourself permission to take 5 minutes? You're doing it right now with me, and I so honor you for that. Take that time to go within and listen. You may hear outer sounds first, the birds, the wind in the trees. If you're inside, there might be a little sound that comes from a clock somewhere, the washing machine going. It can be a lot of things. In my house, there's a cat will come to the door, you name it. But take a look at this image again. Be still. Be still. There's kind of a little one window on the side of that kind of hut or yurt that feels like the safe place. I think mine might be on shore, maybe at the base of a mountain or on the beach. For some of you, it might be, taking that hike and going up, right? Or cloud gazing. Even out the window, watch what's going by and see what can happen. Oh, phenomenal things can happen there. So let's create a affirmation from this. Keep breathing. We're going to start tapping. Starting at the eyebrow point, very gently, repeat after me. Within stillness, side of the eye, there is an invitation of being. Under eye. Stillness can be a way, under nose, to initiate connection with my senses, chin, and with my inner being, collarbones. I am open to reflecting on the places, sounds, and environments, underarm, that bring me a feeling of calm and safety. Top of the head. I am ready to let go of outer stimulus, eyebrow, and listen, side of the eye, to my inner child, under eye, and what this child needs, under nose. I honor all the things I do, chin, all day long, and all the things I get caught up in and worry about. I'm open to being ready to giving myself this time of quiet and solitude for inspiration. And take a nice breath. Shake it out. At the forehead, on the third eye. So it is. Amen. So I want you to think about the fact that when anything comes up and we start to spin in our minds, we're just ruminating about the past, something that we've already done, that's already gone. There's nothing we can do about it, but we're just really ruminating because I could have, should have, would have, or why did that happen? He say that, or whatever. And then we're also worried about the future, about what's coming up. That's that uncertainty that we are all dealing with and must befriend because things are changing fast. And we are part of that. We are growing in our own spirituality, our connection to each other, and the understanding that we are all one. We are all one in humanity, but also with nature, with everything. Everything that's around us, that surrounds us, is alive and part of us. So just feel into the fact that I'm here to help you do that all the time. Today, we are just bringing in some calm. And it's not just, it's an invitation to really tune into that. Because when we get those frenetic thoughts or we get that physical pain, those sensations, those things, that is our inner child who wants your attention. And if we don't pay attention to it, it gets louder. Things will happen within your body. They won't be able to hold it anymore. Within your emotions that will spurt out the side like a broken pipe. So let's take this moment to nourish that inner child, to nourish you. Thank this child for being there. She has protected you your whole life. If you're more interested in all that stuff, see how you can work with me on my website, sandyevenson.com. But mostly, I invite you to keep coming here on a daily basis as often as I can be. I really do strive to be here every day, although this Friday I'm traveling for a college graduation. But I want you to know that this is always here for you. First of all, you're learning how to do it on your own. You absolutely don't need the oracle cards or divination. You can just tap on whatever's coming up for you and honor what's happening. But you can also, on the YouTube channel, all of these are there for you. They stay there with a lot of other videos too, and you can tap along that way. Please let me know how this resonates for you. If there's something that you want me to work on for you, to pull a card for, to tap with you for, just remember I'm here and I can help. So know that I love you. You are loved. I see your beauty. I see your light.